NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 63 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
That's the score. Raiders 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
18.
Back at his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Come on, 180.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Ready, ready.
On first down, it's Johnson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, pick your
Pilot, 64. Weak.
slam.
Now.
On second down, Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
5.
From the gun, Sheldon. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Who's on the
Now Trubisky. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Got 4 down, 4 down.
Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Now Now Trubisky to throw. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Set up. 180.
50's the mic. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
18, 18.
Shit. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Out, 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 out.
Set up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Set up. 180.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Check 43.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Set up. 180.
Mike 50.
Watch the slap, watch the slap.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Here we go. Set. Gone. Gone. 60 outlaw.
Here's 2nd and 8. Philip Dorsett holds it in. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 Tucson.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the whip. Check 3, check 3.
Throwing on 1st down. Sheldon. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I got him.
58, boys, 58.
To throw again, Sheldon. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Come on, set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
180. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Tight dog.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go right here now. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, Freeman. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch QB drop.
Here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 60 or.
It's out of time.
Big Griffin.
Operating from the gun. Sheldon. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They give to Johnson going right. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Set, ready. 90, Wolf.
Watch right. You got right.
Greystone, travel. Snap.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Ready.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
He's checking.
5.
From the gun, Sheldon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Double time, 3 down.
Red,
Check, 3 down.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Bears.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84. Bunch formation. Come on.
Again, it's Trubisky. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. Trubisky now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
I'm coming.
Here's Freeman. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Catanzaro's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready?
The
30
Raider
days.
offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, zoom.
24 is the mic.
Right up.
Throwing again. Sheldon. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Sheldon complete to his tight end Sample. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the gun, Sheldon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Sheldon. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ready,
They
ready.
had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Operating from the gun, Sheldon. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Going deep this time for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on So standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
You ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Alert! Alert!
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Switch it.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Dorsett on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Sheldon, and able to find Dorsett. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let's go now.
This quarterback
15,
now
Lonnie,
just 6 of
59.
15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. Here's Muhammad. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
Cut. 58, boys, 58.
5.
To throw on second down. Sheldon. Dorsett making the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
Get it.
They'll run with Muhammad. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking to throw on second down. Sheldon. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
You ain't got nothing.
Ran, tough.
Mike's 50. It's got to be.
Now it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Bears.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go one more.
Alert.
Mike's 50.
Now Trubisky. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Got it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 42-yard line.
Set, ready. 10 Lobo. Hey, seam 6.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Shoot.
To throw on second down. Sheldon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Throwing on third and long. Sheldon. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky, his throw incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ran, top.
58, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Run.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Funches has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it.
Check 37. Check 37.
Alert.
Big game.
This is Freeman. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike's 50.
Watch the slant.
Now it's Trubisky. It's caught by Funches. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the slant.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Royce Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13.
Bears 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Sheldon completes it to Davis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Johnson. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready.
Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
We got double up, double up.
Kill, 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 kill.
Topper, topper. 5.
Operating from the gun, Sheldon. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go.
One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Switch, switch.
Get it.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes The other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Johnson on the counter. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Check 3, check. Alert. Alert 3.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. The job 1 to pick up the 1st down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the 1st down here, tell everyone we're going.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 15 line.
Watch twins.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run on first down. Muhammad. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Joker. Check 24.
Alert. Man, don't.
Yeah, right over there. Yeah.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
And they will take a knee here.
brings up 3rd and 8. Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.